Speaking about movies, let's jump over to that section. Maybe Ozzy can fill us in a little bit on the Odyssey. You
Yeah.
saw it twice,
The
ever?
Odyssey. Saw it twice.
You
Saw it
saw
on
Chris-
opening
opening
night
night. Yep.
in
Saw
South
it in South
Dakota.
Dakota. Well, I actually was working.
I was at Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, like working a conference and making chit chats. I had to go watch it on my own. Fantastic. Loved it that first time. Loved it so much that I kept talking Ashley's ear off about it. Like, it's so good.
I was
I
like,
tried to make inside jokes like, oh wait, you haven't seen
yes,
it.
he was
And
literally
started
doing that. I was
getting
getting
annoyed.
so annoyed. I said, you know what? You're going to ruin the Odyssey for me because by the time I'm able to see it, you have been in
So-
my ear being so annoying about it that I'm going to be over it. So I had to ban all Odyssey talk for
I
like
had to temper my emotions about it until we actually went to go see it together, and
Nice.
still hold up the second time around. I still was just blown away by it's a cinematic like epic. You have to watch this on a big screen. You got to have that good sound system around you.
Christopher Nolan's really good and known for those kind of movies.
the
so-
sound
Exactly.
people have been maybe like a little bit shocked by because it's so loud and intense. I've seen like a
Yeah.
lot of discourse online where it's like, if you're over 30, just be ready because it is so loud. And it
The
was
sound is
really loud, but it was great.
yeah.
yeah.
No, I loved it.
So tell me a little bit about the discourse in the Odyssey, Christopher Nolan's Odyssey. We know a lot about it. People probably see it on social media. I think that's the point. It's not really spoilers anymore. It's been out like a month, a little less than a month now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but the
so-
story's like thousands of years old.
Yeah,
so-
and it's a fictitious story
Yeah,
to start with.
right.
because it-
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so the fact that people are fighting about how accurate it
Accurate.
is, I think it's hilarious.
When it's
But-
a fictitious story that's thousands of years old.
So Christopher Nolan based his screenplay that he wrote on a translation from Emily Wilson. Oh, I'm blanking on her name. But was the first woman to ever translate the Odyssey, the poem, into English. And she's kind of really well known in this like Greek storytelling translation space. And she's very academic on it. And so there was a lot of people excited, like, oh, that's the version that he's using to write a screenplay. And she was really excited about it. And then I've listened to some podcasts with her on it, and she wrote a very bad review of it. She did not like what Christopher Nolan did.
Mm.
But she's so, academic and very faithful to the story. And, one of her complaints was like, there's no sex. Like, back in that day, there was, in the original story, there's lots of sex. It's violent. It's not great to women. They don't call them slaves. Or in Christopher Nolan's version, they don't call them slaves. They call them servants. And she's like, well, they're slaves. And so it was very to me, nitpicky stuff for a woman who makes her, but she's an academic, right? So she makes her living off of being truthful to translations and all of that. And my opinion on this sort of stuff is like that you have to change, like this story is 3,000 years old or however many thousands of years. What was crazy and shocking then and how you tell stories has changed so much. It's like the same when we talked about Wuthering Heights, because in Wuthering Heights, there's no sex at all. There's nothing crazy. There's barely in the book. But in the movie, it wasn't faithful to the book, like at all, really, because it was very provocative. But it had the same feeling because when Wuthering Heights was published, that was way ahead of its time. It was so provocative, and people were like, holy crap, this is crazy. And if you told that story the exact same way, you're not going to think that's a provocative story because we're desensitized to that. We're seeing more stories. We're seeing movies. And so what the director did with that was like kind of emit that same feeling, right? Of the craziness, the provocative ahead of its time. And so I feel like similarly about Christopher Nolan's version, it's like it can't be the exact same.
It wasn't PG-13, was it?
No, I think it was
No.
R.
It was rated R?
I think it was
Okay.
R.
So.
But you just have to change to be able to get the same feelings that the Odyssey would have gotten thousands of years. You're gonna have to change it to fit what we know and our storytelling perspective, and for a movie versus a poem, like it's not gonna be the same. So I'll get off my pulpit on that.
No, I agree. I mean, I think when Homer wrote or made the poem, thousands and thousands of years ago, he was there to tell a story, to entertain. And I think Christopher Nolan's doing the exact same thing.
Exactly.
He's telling a story to entertain. Like, this is what it was all about. Like, you want to put out a compelling, entertaining story.
And a poem
Just because
versus
it's
a
not-
movie, it's got to be different. Sorry, like it's a
100%.
different
A
storytelling
different medium.
channel.
We got to fill in a lot of gaps.
Exactly. So
Yep.
I think it caught me. I was blown away by the visuals, the score. It was emotional.
Star-studded cast. I thought all the cast did so good. I remember when we walked out, I was like, I think what he did really well was just pull out amazing performances from every single cast member. I was just really impressed.
So, I mean, I'd highly recommend, for anyone that's curious about it, like
Whether
right
you know the
now,
story, don't know the story, don't
yeah,
think you're interested in that sort of stuff, I think you would.
like,
There's something for
and
everybody.
watch it in theaters. I think you're gonna be missing out if you don't watch it in theaters and you decide to wait till it comes out on streaming or whatever.
Oh yeah. What I think he does really well, and this is just my little tidbit on Christopher Nolan.